Hello everybody and welcome to the Osan Show. Today we're gonna talk about how fucking confusing it was to be a gamer of games in Turkey in the 90s. In the 90s in Turkey, if you wanted to game a game, you had to game your games on an Atari. An Atari? In the 90s? What the fuck? I know, and just wait until you see what it looked like. This! Hold the fuck on, that's a Sega Genesis. It is, isn't it? Or is it? No, that my friend is a knockoff Nintendo Entertainment System. Get with it, Johnny, it's simple. It's a Nintendo Entertainment System in a Sega Genesis skin we called Atari. But don't worry, it was only my console that looked like a Sega. Everybody's Atari was different. They could look like anything from some sort of a Commodore to a fucked up looking PlayStation. Confusing? Oh, we're just getting started, Boobie. The cartridges for this thing for the longest while looked like this. Yeah. 1 billion games in one. 1 billion games in one? Why, that has to be every single game ever made, we thought. But for some reason, we still bought multiple, expecting different results. That was because there was no limit to what stickers they'd throw up on those cartridges. What the fuck? A game that's a crossover between Bugs Bunny and RoboCop? Well shit, please God, let this be real. They were never real. Were always Mario, Tetris, Space Invaders, Battle City, and 999,009,996 games that were just different variations of these. Decrease the gravity in Mario and call it Super Jumping Guy, and boom, you got a brand new game. Increase the starting speed on Tetris and call it fucking Surtet, and boom, a brand new game. The longer you scroll down the bogus list of games, the more creepy and weird did they become. Mario flying, Mario going backwards, Mario staring into your soul while playing an accordion, who the fuck knows? Of course, with no internet or official Nintendo magazines that we knew of, this was our reality. Hey, wanna play some upside down, backwards fucked up Mario running in triple speed later? Hell, we didn't even know these games had anything to do with Nintendo, or indeed that Nintendo was a thing at all. We were all, this is an Atari, and these are the games made by the mysterious Atari fairies. Some of them are fucked up. There were also single game cartridges on this thing. When you saw a cartridge with just one game in it and not 1 billion, you knew that was a real game. A head turner. My most prized single cartridge games were Ninja Turtles 3D Manhattan Project and Mickey Mania. Now hold the fuck on. Ninja Turtles is one thing, but Mickey Mania? That's a SNES game. What the fuck is going on? I had to look it up. What I had was an unlicensed 8-bit port. It's called Mickey Mania 7. Jeez. So the single cartridges weren't head turners after all then? My life's a lie. And this was just the confusion that arose when the things were working. Ataris were put together from cardboard and spit, so they broke all the fucking time. The system itself was fragile and shitty enough, but it was the Great Wall of fucking China compared to the controllers. The controllers, man, they broke all the time, and they all looked different. They were all compatible with the consoles, but the designs on them were completely random. You could go from a Sega controller to a NES knockoff to something that looked like a PlayStation controller and then back to Sega again over the course of just 1 year. Damn, the controllers. At least they didn't blow up when they broke. You know what did? The fucking adapters for these things. If you played on your console for more than say 3 hours, they just blow up. That shit happens all the time. I've never seen it. It never happened to me, thankfully. My mom was very good at knowing when the adapter was about to blow up, so she would always tell me to turn off the game right before. Oh. Okay, fine, the adapter thing might be a lie, whatever. Anyway, with all the bullshit and the rumors and the confusion floating around, we were all like, yeah, video games, man, who knows how the fuck they work. They are just all over the place. So when I actually got a PlayStation and it was reliable, I was like, man, fuck everything else. I'm not interested. Just leave me and my PlayStation alone. All the games were legit, and when you bought a game, you actually got the game you were promised. Even on the bootleg CDs. All the controllers looked the same, and you didn't suddenly play a version of Crash Bandicoot where he runs backwards in triple speed. I was happy with my PlayStation, and once I got it, I never looked back, which is why I haven't played any of the major Nintendo franchises properly apart from some light dabbling with Super Mario Bros. And Dr. Mario that were in those 1 billion in one cartridges sometimes. But then, in April this year, I made a decision that would change my life forever. I decided to play every major Nintendo franchise. My name is Osan and welcome to Jackass. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Osan Show. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll Bobby Boobie you around, Bobby. Bye bye.